routine flight between Sydney and LA for Oceanic Flight 815 until... Now, lost on a mysterious island, the survivors have more to fear than survival itself.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You killed us all.
Nothing is real!
Namaste, thank you, and good luck.
I think your friends just blew themselves up, brother.
I just saved us all.
I've got to go, and you've got to get as far away from here as possible.
Go where? Stop!
I'm gonna blow it down, Tom.
Who are you people? We're the good guys, Michael.
You push the button. That's an order.
All we really need to survive is one person who truly loves us.
He's with me. I think we found it.
This is the Lost Initiative from Sky One.
Hello, I'm Ian Lee. This is the Lost Initiative. Now, we've just watched episode 16, One of Us, which has thrown up so many new questions. What are the others up to? Why are all these pregnant women dying? And could this mean the end of the beautiful sun? We'll attempt to answer all these questions and more. Now, if you think you can help, please email us at lost@sky1.co.uk.
The Lost Initiative.
This week, I'm joined by two surprise guests. Geeky Tom.
Hello, Ian. That was rubbish.
And Paul Terry, editor of Lost Magazine.
Afternoon.
Paul, very quickly, brief reaction to what has been, I think it's a brilliant episode.
See you in a week. What an amazing ending.
What, I've got an end line. Geeky Tom?
No, it was good.
Are you into it this week?
No, I got into it this week.
We lost you a little bit the last few weeks.
No, I like the kind of setups that they do in the good episodes where you kind of think you know what's going on and they totally...
Yeah, there's a lot of flip-flopping, isn't there?
Yeah, I like that.
Foreshadowing, but,
Flip-flopping?
Flip-flopping, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Not like sandals, like,
Now,
the story.
Juliet it takes centre stage again this week, and Saeed doesn't beat around the bush when asking what we all want to know.
Okay. Let's have it.
I want to know what you people are doing on this island. Why you're terrorizing us, making lists, kidnapping children. I want to know everything. But the first thing I'd like to know is, who are you?
Bit of tension between Jack and Saeed in this episode, which is kind of cool. I want to see Saeed giving Jack a good kick in. I want to see that happen.
Just for the pure hell of it. Yeah.
Just for the hell of it. And he's questioning Juliet, and Jack kind of turns up and says, whoa, hey, she's under my protection now.
But that's not really much, is it? I'd rather, in a fight, I'd back Saeed, I think, out of those two.
Oh, well, he's more expertise in
one's a doctor,
like
one's a trained military expert in the art of torture.
Now, we find out how she got onto the island. The whole episode was just sweet. Sweet flashback, sweet present stuff.
Well, we do find out, but we don't. That's what's so brilliant, isn't it? We find out as in we see it. No, we don't. Well, she drinks a tranquilizer thing, and then the submarine's there on the dock. We don't really find out the journey,
that remind me
which
of?
is just brilliant.
Tom's so keen to speak, he's being rude and talking over you, Paul. Let's go to him, hopefully he'll shut up.
Over to Tom.
The whole journey thing, doesn't it remind you of, what was that film? It's either 100 Leagues Under the Sea or the Journey to the Centre of the Earth, where the
this whole Jules Verne.
Yeah, the whole kind of sub goes under the sea, goes through a magic cave and comes up underground.
There is there is a missing chunk in the journey. We assume that part of it involves her getting on an aeroplane because she's at an airport, although we don't know that for sure. At what point does she get out of the plane and into the submarine?
The point where her journey in the plane's finished.
You're thinking of The Land That Time Forgot.
Yes,
that's
the
film.
Yes,
that's the film. It's all dinosaurs.
That's
a good film.
Yeah.
Stop motion.
Why? Okay, Paul. Why did she need to be sedated and restrained? That seems a little bit odd.
Well, it seems to be that the sheer height of secrecy with Mytalos, biological science unit type thing. But like you say, that's just adding so much more mystery to the journey because. I don't know, I love it. It's the best thing about Lost is when it does that, when you get a sense that it's going to tell you something, but then it just goes, I've only told you 2 things of the 10.
Ethan says, the reason I restrained you is because that last bit gets a little bit bumpy.
Yeah.
What's
and
that
what's
about?
that? That's what I mean. Like, why would you restrain someone?
I'm seeing big portals with swirling vortexes.
Because I would imagine
that's what I'm seeing.
You got to stop taking those pills. God.
Stop eating the cookies. What's in the cookies?
Who's the fella with the dark eye makeup? It's not so dark this episode.
Richard Alpert.
Richard Alpert.
Yeah.
What does he say to Juliet about time?
He says something about like,
which is a big. I think this is a big clue.
He says something like, "Oh, you'll be surprised how fast time flies."
Yeah, on the island.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Tom? In your head,
that time moves really fast on the island.
It could mean that they have a lot of fun.
So does that mean that time? But then we kind of get some explanations about time. Are you saying that if you're on the island, the rest of the world is going through time slower?
Well, yeah.
So a year on the island is like a month in the real world.
But haven't you noticed how many points they're making? Like, look at this newspaper and all this. That could be like some big red herring into like what time it really is.
Well, like a mega triple bluff type thing or something.
Yeah.
And
that's why the newspaper we see is 2004, and this is when they go off. Ben and Juliet go and see Mikhail, but the newspaper they see is 2004. She's been on the island for 3 years, so we assume that she that adds up with how long she's been there.
Yeah.
Her sister has got hair and has got a 2-year-old child.
Yeah.
So it seems that the times are tallying up a little bit.
Yeah, but surely it had to be 2004 because literally that bit in the episode was like a different viewpoint on the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Because the plane had literally just crashed. So that can't be a lie, surely. That must be a remote camera to, Miami or wherever it was to do that, surely.
Okay, we'll talk about the Mikhail thing in a bit because I quite enjoyed that.
Juicy.
Now, we find out a little bit about what she's been doing. Now, the reason that she's there is the women on the island can conceive, and that means they can make babies, but they keep dying. Just in case you didn't know, Tom, but they keep dying in the later stages of pregnancy. Juliet believes the problem occurs at conception. She says she can only be sure of this by taking the women off the island, but Ben tells her it's impossible.
But she also says that the babies get rejected by the woman, don't they? Like they're not supposed to be there, like the baby.
Yeah, the bodies. The thing that it's like a foreign agent, like a foreign body.
That could be quite an interesting point.
Yeah, definitely.
It would seem that the women are volunteers because Ben says that Sabine knew the risks that she was taking.
Well, no, she said she wanted to get pregnant.
Who? Sabine?
Yeah.
When?
She knew the risks when Ben said it. Not that she was a volunteer and she put her hand up and said, "Yeah, I'll get pregnant." It's more like a more society thing of them actually wanting to live there and together, and rather than.
But Ben was Ben definitely born on the island?
Well, he says he was.
Okay,
that's what he's telling everybody.
I'm getting a little bit of an attitude from you, Tom.
Well, no.
All right. Alex was born on the island.
Yeah.
So would this imply that the problem is a recent one? How come they were able to be born on the island and no one else has been so far, apart from Aaron? Ignore that.
Maybe it's to do with the maybe they were part of the Dharma experiment as they're quite a lot older, and they kind of nailed it down. And when that big hole, whatever happened, maybe they lost that expertise.
Okay. Now, wherever the volunteers are coming from, we don't know who's volunteering to have their babies. We don't know. That's a bit mysterious. But Ben believes that the oceanic plane crash may provide him with some more volunteers.
I want to go home.
That's not our agreement. You need to stay here until your work is finished.
It's impossible. The mothers keep dying.
Then we'll find more mothers. Who knows? Maybe there's even one on that plane.
So we kind of learn a bit more about what happened to Claire. Well, do we? Because you believe Juliet, and then obviously right at the end you realise that probably everything she's saying is a lie. So it seems unlikely that what she said about Ethan Rom going, kidnapping Claire on his own.
Yeah, that was the fact. Saying that
me.
he was like a rebel against what their cause was, or something, or he decided off his own back just to do that. I don't. It's all from her perspective, isn't it? So
I don't believe anything that she says.
Well, that's not surprising at the end of the episode. Crikey,
Didn't I say like last week that I didn't trust her?
Yeah, all right,
yeah, but I said that like
rub your nose in it. That's all.
I said that ages ago, Tom. I've been saying that for a long time. You've just finally come round to my way of thinking. Now, this implant that makes
what is that about?
People puke up blood.
That was hardcore. I like that. That was good.
How does that work? Well, obviously they did it in episode 15 of Series 2, Maternity Leave.
10 points.
Third best episode of the television series that is lost. Maybe I'll do my top 10 episodes one day in my bedroom at home on my own. Now, how did Sun... did Sun conceive on the island or off the island? Because that's going to have huge implications, isn't it?
I don't think they know that yet, do they? Because that's what everyone's been saying, you know, is it Jay Lee's baby or is it Jin's baby? I don't think anybody knows that from when she had the affair with Jay Lee before he killed himself.
And the others don't know that she's pregnant, do they? Or we've had no idea that they have.
No, I don't think so, no.
But they seem to know everything.
But they wouldn't know that, because if they get getting files of data on people, then they probably wouldn't know that she'd be pregnant.
Yeah, that was... do you know, that I found that a bit slightly disappointing, that's how they're getting the information is...
What, Mikhail?
Is through Mikhail, going on Google.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he's doing.
Yeah,
I wanted to kind of believe, and this is coming around to your way of thinking now, Tom, that they had some psychic connection where they could just, look at someone and know everything.
That's totally Tom's summary of Lost. Psychic connections.
Well, now it turns out it's all... that could be a science.
Or at least that's the bit we've seen so far. We've seen that chunk of things.
Well, I think that the collation of the data is definitely a scientific thing that they're doing. Now, we see more of Juliet's sister in this episode, and we hear again of the great Jacob.
Why would I stay?
Because if you do, I will cure your sister's cancer.
I'm supposed to take that on faith?
You've been here for 6 months. You've done extensive workups on all of us. Have you seen even a trace of cancer?
That's here. And being that you won't let me bring my sister here, I'm gonna
Jacob
need
said
more.
he would take care of it himself. Unless, of course, you don't have faith in him. Every woman on this island needs you. If you choose to stay, I promise you, we will save Rachel's life.
So, Jacob has powers off the island, and he can cure cancer.
Who's Jacob?
Well, are we any closer to finding out who Jacob is? Ben speaks about him as though he's speaking about Christ, He's got that real kind of...
He's a great man, isn't he?
Evangelical feel about it.
When's the first time he was mentioned? Was it season 2, Tom? Remember the Jacob? It was season 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, when Ben's in the bunker getting questioned.
Oh, yeah.
And but Juliet seems to know who Jacob is.
Is she?
Well, she looks kind of, you've got faith in Jacob, haven't you? She's kind
of, yeah.
Would that mean she's met Jacob?
Yeah, must have done, or knows about him.
OK, we've got a caller on the lost line who's got a theory about Jacob. Hello, Eden.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Fantastic. The episode is stupendous this week. Now,
unbelievable.
You've got a theory about Jacob, haven't you?
Yeah.
Go on, away you go.
Okay, well, Christian Shepherd, we know he previously had his career as a doctor ruined by Jack because he was drinking on the job.
Yes.
Now, many people have been saying that Christian is Jacob. But what if he got the island and it was a way for him to revive his career as a doctor?
It's a bit elaborate, isn't it?
I believe he put the others on the island to create a cure for cancer. In this way, he'd be a respected person in the doctor community and possibly relaunch his career. Now, we quickly go to the Dharma Initiative. Let's say they're separate from Christian Shepherd.
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay, and they came to the island, they found the island, they thought it was a good place to solve the Vanellope equation or to change it to avoid the end of the world.
Yeah.
So, however, during their time on the island, the incident occurred and the magnetic field was created. So let's say the magnetic field stopped people off the island from seeing the island because it affects compass points and it may have in that way affected radar. So for one reason or another, Christian Shepherd found out about this and thought it'd be a good way to start his research because the American government would therefore not be able to find him. And I'm sure if he found a cure for cancer, the American government would want to try and buy it off him.
Yeah.
So could it be that Christian Shepherd...
Okay, we're getting to it now. You're going to summarise it in a sentence. OK, where you go?
OK, so Christian Shepherd people came to the island, the others came to the island.
Yes.
And the Dharma Initiative didn't want to share the island with them, so the purge occurred. However, during it, so they killed the whole of Dharma Initiative.
I want to be killed by the Dharma
found the cure for cancer. However, during their time when they found the cure for cancer, they found something else. Something bigger than the cure for cancer.
What's that? What did they find?
Christian Shepherd wanted to devote all of his time to this new development.
What is the new development, Eden? What is the thing they found?
The box.
What box?
The box which Ben talked about.
What, you think it's actually a box?
Whenever you wish, it comes out.
But do you think it is actually a physical box?
Not necessarily a box, but I'm calling it a box.
Did they find a cure for cancer?
Yeah, they found a cure for cancer.
How do you know that? Because I'm about to disprove you. Continue.
Because how I'm going on the assumption that whatever Ben says is true.
Okay.
And I'm going on the assumption that, as we saw in the episode,
Yes.
Rachel was cured.
Right. But then Ben gets a tumour.
Yeah, but Ben's a tumour. I understand where you're coming from.
Well, I'm coming from Ben's got cancer in his spine.
But did he get rid of it?
Yes, but by having a surgeon cut it out.
And how do you know that's got nothing to do with the island? So you're saying it's coincidence?
But that's not discovering a cure.
You're saying it's coincidence that Jack and the people
No,
came
I'm
on
not.
the island.
But what I'm saying, Eden, is I'm saying that having a surgeon cut out his spine, cut out the cancer from his spine, is not the same as them discovering a cure.
That's true. So why do nobody else on the island have cancer? As Ben said, don't you find it strange?
Because everyone on the island is a magical island that protects people and cures them.
So you're saying that the island's magical?
How comes John Locke can walk?
Well, that went on to the other theory which I had before I watched.
Okay, Eden, we haven't got time for your other theory today, but thank you very much for that.
It's okay, thanks a lot.
Good lad.
Cool, bye.
Dearie me, I'm sorry about that. Tom, anything you want to say there?
You've sharpened your pencil immaculately.
I don't know, I was just looking at this.
100% guff.
I got really lost. I really did. I was
just nonsense.
I just like the whole Christian Shepherd's
he's Jacob.
Yeah.
No, what I loved was
he's not. He's reviving his career. Yeah.
No, that was it. Yeah.
On the island. Yeah. So what he's done, he's crashed a plane. Yeah. Crashed a plane. Yeah. Discovered this island. Got all these people here just so he can find a cure for cancer. Yeah. Just for Jacob. Yeah. And just for Christian even. Just so
he can sell it to the American government.
Yeah. He'll walk into the Medical Institute of America and just throw his findings down and be all proud and.
If
nonsense.
you'd like to come on the Lost Line and be bullied by us, send your telephone number and some details about yourself to lost@sky1.co.uk, and as I'm sure Eden would say, it's a real fun experience. Now, is it possible, going back to Ben talking about Rachel and having her cancer, is it possible that he was lying about Rachel, her cancer returning, just to manipulate Juliet?
Well, how many times has Ben manipulated things? I think it's,
I don't think he lies. And manipulates.
Okay.
But he always.
Well, he said he was Henry Gale. That's a lie.
Well, I just think that you can when he makes these whole big promises, that he really does go through with them.
Do you think he's sparing with the truth though? Do you think that's it? Then? Rather than lying, he just kind of tells you what he needs you to know at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's a smart man. I mean, I can't deny that. He's very intelligent.
The medical report that Ben shows Juliet is for a 187-pound male with heart problems. Significant or a prop, Sarah?
What's this? What?
Well, she kind of took it as real, didn't she? So, and she's a trained doctor.
Ben shows her.
Oh,
apparently. I
found that out?
It's a piece of trivia.
Lovely.
Right. I can't vouch for that myself. I didn't spot that myself. I'd need to watch that.
I have no knowledge of medical.
Is Rachel looking for Juliet? She seems happy with her kid in the park.
That's the thing. Do you think? Does Rachel assume that her sister's dead, or?
But Rachel knows where her sister went. So why doesn't she say, "Hey, police! Quick! My sister 3 years ago went off with these."
It's a good point.
Freaky people.
Maybe she went up and she did a bit of rallying by the Mittelos place.
Okay. We got an email from Adam. Says Ian, in episode 16, Ben mentions his superior, Jacob, in a conversation regarding the island's ability to cure cancer. It's my opinion that because Ben asked Jacob to cure Juliet's sister's cancer, the balance had to be restored, and this is why Ben got cancer.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
I like that. And see, now that is a kind of comment that if someone phoned in with, that would be quite cool.
Yeah, and we'd respect them.
Yeah. Well, from Eden, we got Adam, though, so that's quite nice.
We've got a similar theory on the emails from Captain Stu. Several of the others had made wishes. Ben wished for a spinal surgeon. Well, did he wish for a spinal surgeon specifically?
He said something to Jack about, is it any coincidence?
It was just coincidence,
yeah.
Christian Shepherd wished to see Claire and her then unborn baby. I think Cooper has been on the island since he ran away from pushing Locke, and his wish was to see Locke again, to apologise to him.
Okay.
Maybe he even wished that his son would be able to walk again, and bringing him to the island
Probably should have read it beforehand.
Yeah, it's a long way to go as well. It was the only way that could be done. I also believe that for every wish that comes true, the magic box also brings with it a darker anti-wish. What a fan. That's good. Anti-wish.
Anti-wish.
This harks back to the black and white yin-yang elements of classic Lost. If Cooper is indeed the real Sawyer, then his anti-wish was the arrival of James Ford, our Sawyer, on the island, who is obviously after his blood. Maybe Juliet or one of the other female others wished for a tall, dark Hispanic millionaire. This would explain Hurley's presence on the island.
Okay.
It's a theory in progress, but I think I'm onto something, says Captain Stu.
I like that anti-wish. I
like the thing, you ask for something, Every action, there's a reaction. You ask for something, something has to go somewhere else.
It's blessing and a curse, I think, would have put it a bit more clearly, but, anti-wish. Anti-wish.
Wasn't it cool to see Mikhail again?
Oh, loving him.
I like that, and to see I tell you what was the most exciting thing for me in this episode, and the most exciting thing in the last, 4, 5, 6 episodes, was seeing the news footage about the plane disappearing.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
That was good.
Because you're never, or I've never been sure if the outside world has been aware that this plane has disappeared, and how soon they are aware. That would imply that they kind of knew that day, the day after, that there was a plane missing.
Yeah, absolutely. Very strange.
I love the bit where he walks up to the farm, to the flame, and he's sort of going, "Don't shoot us, we're coming." Because it implies that Mikhail, they know he's a little bit on edge, a little bit crazy.
Because he shoots Syed, wasn't it? As soon as
when we see Mikhail the first time, do we see that big control system?
No, we did. We didn't see that.
No, we didn't. Did we?
Different room somewhere, maybe in the flame.
But they looked through the whole thing when
oh no, didn't they? I'm sure they saw screens and things like that.
They saw the computer screens.
Yeah.
They didn't see.
But when they visited it, because this is a flashback, wasn't it all knocked out? Wasn't all the communication system all blank screens because of the magnetic, the caution failsafe switch thrown?
Now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, this is something we mentioned earlier on, actually. And thinking about it, I think I've got something wrong. I said I was disappointed to find out that all of the data about the people on the island was Mikhail doing a Google, or an Ask, the other search engine. Anyway, so I was disappointed that Mikhail was the data was being collected by everyone just by Mikhail on a computer watching telly, stuff like that. But if that's the case, how could Juliet have known that Sawyer killed someone before he got on the plane? They couldn't know that.
I'm trying to get my head around it.
Okay.
No, this is brilliant. Carry on. This is good. I'm with you.
I've done a full stop. Yeah, I finished. What I'm saying is, they can't be getting all of the data about the losties just by going online, just by getting in touch with all whatever agencies are out there. Yeah. Because no one knew that Sawyer had killed that man.
Exactly.
But Juliet knows it, implying that maybe there is a psychic, magical connection.
There's some maybe other paranormal edge to it.
Or they're more connected with Sawyer than we know, and it is all a big setup.
But how would they know? Like the day she said the day before.
Because they probably were following him or something, and they all know about it's the whole.
The Truman, Planet Truman.
Yeah. Search for his dad.
Theory,
wants to kill him. Well, not his dad, but the guy that...
Now, we find out at the end of the episode that there was a superb last 2-3 minutes of the show that Juliet has been lying to... And normally Lost doesn't reveal this kind of stuff until, a series later. But we find out that she's been lying to the Losties and that she's been sent to infiltrate them, and it's all an elaborate hoax and a con. Why has she been sent to infiltrate them, Paul Terry, editor of Lost magazine?
Don't know.
That's my kind of answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I said we'd swap this week that Tom would be me.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'd be like, it's all right.
Tom, any theories as to why she's infiltrating them? Yeah, and Ben says at the end of the show, see you in a week.
Okay, I'm going to say that it's because that Ben always keeps his promises. Yeah, doesn't he? And didn't he promise Jack and her to be taken off the island?
Yeah. So he's still promising that?
I think, because I'll come to my other point in a minute. Which
I'm waiting for this, because it's the big thing. The big thing.
Tom's got a big theory.
Yeah. Well, he had that conversation with Juliet. Blatantly, there's either something they need from the Losties.
To
get off the island.
What could it be, for example?
I don't know. It could be some, remember the walkie-talkie that they picked up? Could be that.
Okay, yeah.
There's something important, electrical, that it maybe will make something work on the island that doesn't work. That enables them to get off.
Maybe it's the baby.
Yeah. So that's why he had that conversation with Juliet. I think he had the exact same conversation with Jack.
Wow, really?
Is this the TBT? Is this Tom's big theory?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. I think that she chatted to Jack, and he's been told the exact same thing.
No.
And he's gone, right, you go back, I can still get you off the island, but you've got to do this one thing for me.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'll tell you why. Because he intends to keep his promise. He intended to keep his promise of letting Jack and Juliet off the island.
Yeah.
Until Locke blew up the submarine. If he hadn't
he wasn't expecting that, was he?
He wasn't expecting that. But now the submarine has been blown up. If it has indeed been blown up, we're not sure.
Yeah.
That's Ben's get-out clause. He's like, well, I said I'd let you go, but your friends muffed it up for you. I can't do it now. That's what that is.
Is he like that, though?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Because he's done everything he promised, and now it's like...
But he hasn't got them off the island.
Because he was going to get them off the island with the submarine. The submarine has been blown up, so he's gone, well, I was going to get you off the island. I'd kept my word, but your mate blew it up. So it's not my fault, it's Locke's fault.
Do you think that Jack knows what Juliet's doing then?
No, I don't think they...
Oh, you think they had, like, separate conversations?
Yeah, because it would make sense that... And then, maybe there is another way of getting off the island and that he knows about.
Where are the others, then? Where have they gone? They've got Locke with them, they've all disappeared. Where are they?
Probably going to either the magic box or the alternative exit from the island that isn't the submarine.
Why would they leave it, though? Why would they leave the island now?
I don't know. Maybe they need to. They're always, sending people back and forth, aren't they? They lost.
Actually, yeah. Didn't he say to that Richard Alpert bloke? Didn't he say you better make your way back here quickly? Yeah, we might. Yeah, we might have. We've got some new guests. So Richard Alpert, what did he pop into the submarine and pop over to Miami, to the mainland, and pop back?
Well, maybe, or there's another way of getting off the island.
Yeah. Can I just? Okay. So sorry, Tom. Go on. So what I might say is nonsense.
They don't seem very worried that they can't communicate. They can't communicate with the outside world, and they can't get off the island. And everyone seems quite happy about that. But I don't think that's true.
Can I just say that Yoonjin Kim's son's audition tape for Lost is doing the rounds on the internet?
Wasn't that on the DVD set, though?
Oh, it was on the DVD set? Oh, I never watched that.
I think it was on season 1.
Someone's put it on my MySpace page, and I just watched it.
Is it the one where she's reading Kate's lines?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch that?
I didn't watch that. I didn't know that was on there.
Yeah. I thought you were a massive Yoonjin Kim fan.
Well, I didn't know that there was bonus Yoonjin Kim footage on my box set. I should be going, that's this weekend. Sorted out.
You just want a box set to be sent to you, don't you? That's all.
Yes. Okay, we got one more email. This is from Per40Y. Stupid name. As I was looking at the blast door map, it occurred to me it had the shape and at least the basic design of a particle accelerator, as these things often occur to you. I'm surprised we didn't spot that. This reminded me of something I had read or had heard several years ago about a particle accelerator project that was going on in Texas. If I'm not mistaken, the particle accelerator was the largest and best one in the world, but the project was top secret and abruptly shut down after the scientists encountered some anomalies. The only statement made was that the project had become too dangerous. Rumour had it that the particles in the accelerator were actually duplicating due to the impossible speeds, and for lack of a better way to explain it, creating two realities. So, if you put a few things together, the paranormal activity, visions, dreams and seeming messages from the dead, the secret science projects of Dharma, the shape on the map, the electromagnetic disturbances and the mention of incidents, might give some clues as to what is going on.
I like that.
What bit of that? It reminded me of a particle accelerator, which reminds me of something I read or maybe I heard about something that may have happened in Texas.
Do you know how they work, particle accelerators?
I don't, Tom.
They use huge magnets. Seconds. They use huge magnets to propel one particle round a huge circle, and they smash them together, like the two atoms.
Bit harsh.
To like,
they're
end? Building one under a mountain in Europe.
And to what end though? What was it for?
To split the atom and find apparently the boson's particle or something.
Haven't they realised that's quite dangerous?
Yeah,
already.
They don't know what's going to happen. Apparently, it's either going to end the world.
I've got something to add to this though, which is far more interesting.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Yeah, about the blast door map, because you see it for like a second.
Yeah,
like you know the magazines which you get passed from me to you.
Oh yes,
issue 10.
Oh yeah.
We've got it in it.
I know, and you've given us a free copies of that, so thank you.
No, but seriously, because you should study it. You should go home and look at the poster in the middle.
I'm sensing a Paul Terry secret.
Paul Terry exclusive, ladies and gentlemen.
Study it. Like,
Lost exclusive.
The fact that blast door map was like flashed up for a couple of seconds.
Yes.
And everybody was talking about it, and this fan's obviously still obsessed with it. Go home and look at the map, read it.
And also, what I'm going to do is, once I've done that,
what's going to happen? He knows something's going to happen.
Study the map. I'm just saying, if you're a Lost fan, you should go and study that map. Seriously, it's amazing.
What's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
What, when you study the map?
Yeah.
Well, you'll learn things about the map, obviously.
I'm going to study the map, then I'm going to go upstairs to my bedroom and study my particle accelerator and see if there's any similarity.
Back to the Future trilogy, just to see if that helps.
Now, if you want to send your emails to us, please do. lost@sky1.co.uk. Thank you very much, Geeky Tom.
Yep, thank you.
Summarise the episode in one word.
No, back on form. Oh, damn.
What?
I was going to say back on form.
Back on form,
oh, damn. Get that down to one word.
But you can't, can you?
Just one word.
Can't we do sentences?
No.
Form.
That doesn't make sense.
I know.
Paul, can you say the episode in one word?
Jules.
Back. Episode 17, Catch 22, is on Sunday, 10pm on Sky 1, repeated Wednesday, 10pm, and then it's on Sky 2, Friday at 9pm. We'll be back next week, scrutinising Catch 22, and we also have some very exciting prizes to give away. Fantastic.
We got prizes.
Shh. I'm Ian Lee, and until then, Namaste.
The Lost Initiative is a Co-Inc production for Sky One.